bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready, 5-9. Check right 54, right 54. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. 12, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Bravo. Set a timer.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Brees to throw. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Let's bring it.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, Alpha. It's a safety cream. Safe. Bang, 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 bang. Easy. Check 13. Easy, opposite.
To throw, it's Brees. He's going deep for Brown. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Time to go, night. Kill. Turn up.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Alert. Go 14. Left pass. Watch a slant.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Got it. Screen! Watch the screen! Hey! Check the backer! Kill! 22, Jet, Bama! 22, Jet, Bama! Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Spot back. 14.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Front left.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch safety creep. Friday. 36 power. Okay. 47. Mike's 47. Here we go. Rush in.
He may try and run for this. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Hey, 0.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go. 14, got it. Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Check, check. Lucky. Sammy. Hey, check.
Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Get ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Gibbs got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, New Orleans.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Mike 52 kill. Mike 54. Hey, wahoo.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You see me?
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert 3. Let him know. Let him know.
On third down, it's Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We play to win. Let's go. Ready. We're waiting. Mike 54. I'm on. Ready, take.
Breeze now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Easy.
On second down, Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Ready. 5-9. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Let's go. 5-1. 54. Mike 54. Go. Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Here we go, D. Hey, lock it.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
That's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This time Wilson will throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Take me up. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you.
Breeze will try again on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Hey, exit. Here we go. Shoot. Check 99. Hey, kill. You go tight. 21. You got tight.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check Mike 54. It's a party now. Check nickel. Under. Twist. Hey, easy. 5-8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's going to go down again. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check safety. All go special.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Switch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. The 20. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Saints' 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check four, check four. Check nine, check nine. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
What? 315. 7 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill him. 40, 40, 40.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They run with Taylor. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. They snap it on 4th to Hill. Gann has it complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Gann. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tempo.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
trade.
It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you.
Yeah.
Shorty, she support, bro.